And I'm in the kitchen and I'm making apple cookies. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey everybody, it's Janet. Welcome back to my modern homestead. Today we're making apple cookies, and the first thing we need to do is get everything measured out. The first thing we need is 1 cup of pat brown sugar. Then we need 1/2 cup of softened butter and 1 egg. I am normally on the other side of the camera, but I'm taking my turn on the back side of the camera and letting Alyssa take the reins in the kitchen today. Here we're measuring out 1½ cups. That is a 1/2 cup, but we already have a cup in there. So 1½ cups of all-purpose flour. Okay, we have a half. Whoa, that's not a half.
Oh.
Okay, so children don't listen to their parents or recipes. It was supposed to be a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Whoa, 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 is that mace?
Yeah.
It's only a pinch of mace.
Oh, how much pinches?
You reach in, pinch it, and that's a pinch. Okay, and this time we really are doing 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Maybe. All right. And then we need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, before you do that, Alyssa, I'm looking at this flour. That's an awful lot of salt. Let's knock it. She's saying no, and I'm saying knock it down to 1/4 of a teaspoon. Okay. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And y'all, we forgot to unthaw the apples. These are from where we made applesauce the other day, and that's rock solid. We're going to have to give those a few minutes to unthaw, but in the meantime, we're going to mix this up. And then we have some vanilla. The recipe does not call for the vanilla, cinnamon, or the mace, but I can't leave a recipe alone. We're just going to add a teaspoon of vanilla or so. Could be a teaspoon and a half, I don't know. We just dump it in there. In with the butter and the brown sugar. Okay, everybody, just a little secret. We knew it was going to take way too long to get these unthawed, so we stuck them in the microwave on the defrost setting for fish. And they're perfect. They'll be just fine. So now let's get busy mixing up these cookies. So cream together everything, not everything, but the brown sugar, egg, butter, and vanilla on medium speed until it's light and fluffy.
Yes, this is medium speed.
Okay, we've got this all creamed, nice and fluffy. So what we're going to do is add a little bit of flour at a time. And it says to stir it in. You guys, we're not going to stir it. We're just going to keep using the hand mixer. But remember, just a little at a time. Start that mixer off slowly and then build up your speed so you don't sling flour everywhere. We're just going to get this off of the beater. Anything that's still dry in there, she'll just mix it in, and then we're going to stir in the apples. Now I measured these out when I was putting them in the bag, so I know that's already a cup. She just needs to dump those in. It's still closed a little bit. There you go. And we'll mix them in.
Right now.
Okay, they're in the oven. They'll stay in there for 8 to 10 minutes, just until they are lightly brown on the edges. Once a kid, always a kid. He's cleaning out the bowl. I had just a little bit of dough left over, so I went ahead and put them on the parchment paper for Alyssa. While we're waiting on the cookies to get done, I'm going to go ahead and put the chili in the oven. This is some chili we had left over, not the oven, on the stove. It is just some chili we had left over. So, easy meal tonight. Okay, everything is cleaned up. And the chili's on the stove, warming up. All I've got to do now is get these in the oven. Now the other day we were trying to dehydrate some cheese. As you can tell, it didn't work. The directions I read said you could go up to 135 degrees. I'm here to tell you you cannot. But we are going to use this cheese in the chili. We've already used some of it, as you can tell. There's nothing wrong with it. It just melted. Thank you guys so much for joining me. You know I love it when you come and spend a few minutes with me. Today's verse: so if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. John 8:36. Stay tuned, there are bloopers at the end. Until we meet again, may you Be blessed. Love you guys.
Welcome everybody. I'm making, what are these called?
Apple cookies.
Apple cookies. Do you have stars?